No idea what's going on. Just here. Happy to be here.
Welcome back, Saucers. If you didn't hear Molly, she's just happy to be here. Because if you haven't guessed from our title, we're going to talk about things that have been like buzzing everywhere. I'm sure maybe you've used it before out there. It's called ChatGPT. And I'm not obsessed because I haven't really used it that much because I'm kind of scared of it. I'll be honest.
I don't even, all I know is it's an AI chat thing. I'm just going to tell you guys, listeners, right now, I genuinely have no idea what's going on. This is like an episode topic that I don't know anything about. Alyssa and Ryan told me about it.
Yeah.
They very briefly and touched upon it. So yeah, I really don't know what's happening. I've never heard of it or used it. So if you're also listening and you're like, what the heck are all those letters that she just said? I'm with you. But also, I'm sure a lot of people are listening and know exactly what you're talking about. So just know we're both here for you.
Yeah, we're on both sides of the spectrum, and we're going to have fun today. And if you are an audio listener, we're going to be talking, we'll say out loud the prompts that we're giving it and what it gives us back. But we do recommend you go on YouTube, SOS with Molly and Alyssa, because I'll be sharing my screen, and you guys can see and, I guess, play along with the ideas and the prompts that we have ready to go. So let me see. I'm going to share my screen.
We're gonna chat live with the AI.
Yeah.
I didn't know that's what.
Okay. Can you see? Is it good? Is it okay?
I can see. Yes.
Okay. Great.
But yeah, if you guys are on Apple Podcasts and you're just listening to it, don't worry. We're just gonna talk.
Yeah,
as a
we'll
normal
talk it all
episode.
through.
You don't have to see this.
But basically, if you're looking at our screen now, it says, it's like examples, explain quantum computing in simple terms. These are kind of the prompts that you can give it. Yeah, exactly. Got any creative ideas for a 10-year-old's birthday? How do I make an HTTP request in JavaScript? So I actually used, I used it today. When have I used this? I've only used this 2 or 3 times.
Wait, so anybody can just log in? What is it? Do you have to have an account or what?
Yeah, I made an account, but it's free. But you can do a pro version. I think the plus version, I've seen it done on another podcast that I love, where they did it. I don't know if it was a plus or they just did this mod hacking into it because they're very they won't curse or promote violence or anything like that. But if you want to get spicy with it, I think you have to modify it.
So this is basically an AI version of Google. I mean, Google kind of is, but it's you just ask questions.
It's literally a robot that will write out things for you and write out ideas, scripts.
Because I've heard people say because students could be write me a book report on this book, the main themes of this book, and it will do it.
So this blows my mind. And when we were in college, imagine this existed while we were in school.
Oh my God. I don't know how I feel about that.
I don't know either. And I'm wondering, because apparently there is another AI program that teachers may be able to use, or maybe they're using now, that can assess, you punch in the work, let's say it's an essay, and you can, and that AI can tell if it's written by an AI.
Oh.
And I just don't know how you can do that. But the AI can, so I think there are AIs in place to combat the other AIs.
Yeah. This is very Age of Aquarius right now.
Yeah, 100%. And then the capabilities that it has, it can remember what users said earlier in a conversation. It allows users to provide follow-up corrections, and it's trained to decline inappropriate requests, obviously, like I said. And then, so it may generate incorrect information. So if you're asking about quantum computing in simple terms, and they send you a book report or some sort of fucking thesis on quantum physics, double check the sources because it might not be 1000% correct. And it also may occasionally produce harmful instructions or biased content. Interesting. Okay. And it has limited knowledge of the world and events after 2021. So that's interesting.
That's interesting.
So I guess the newer pop culture things.
Wow.
Well, I'm going to test that now.
Oh, yeah.
Let me see. So I'm going to write, tell me about, and people out there might know what I'm talking about. Tell me about Scandival.
What? I don't know what
/ Vanderpump Rules.
Oh.
Yeah, so they don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But they're saying, I'm sorry, but I'm not sure what you're referring to when you say Scandival. However, I give you some information about Vanderpump Rules, a reality show.
Because people who are listening are.
I mean, it's not important. Like, this is just it's just what they're talking about. So stop generating. Scandival happened like a couple weeks ago. It's like this big scandal in this reality show that everyone is talking about. If you know reality TV out there, you'll know what I'm talking about. But this proves that the ChatGPT is not that up to date on pop culture. So,
okay.
Different things that we can talk about. I have some prompts ready. Let's see. I'm going to go to my list. Well, I'll use an example of what I did before. What I use this for, me and my friend had used this during a writing session for this audio drama that we're writing, and we needed to find a magical power that makes sense for this specific character. So what we did, we laid out every characteristic, every behavior, action, like backstory of this character. And they were able to come up with magical powers that make sense for this character.
Really?
And that are unique. And then we
That's
asked
a complex thing to ask.
really complex. And we asked it follow-up questions, but to get it more specific. Well, keep in mind that this character is a bad guy. You know what I mean? And make it more like an evil character would have this character. So magical powers that are more manipulative, let's say,
Yeah.
But still taking into account all the other things that you already had asked it. I also used this. I used it for an example earlier today just to see of a good email to break up with your agent.
Oh my God.
So it was so good that I almost sent it. But sometimes like you can pick and choose when it like really hits. So my first prompt is going to be this: write a script between Molly Cottrell and Alyssa Rosano from the podcast SOS with Molly and Alyssa.
Interesting.
Where they are drinking and talking and complaining about their restaurant jobs.
Oh my gosh, this is so...
Where'd it go? There it is. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I entered it. Let's see what it... So it's like taking some time to generate right now.
So it looks at like... I wonder if it takes into account our personalities though, or if it's just like...
I've seen it done before.
And
again, we're not like crazy famous or anything, but like it could.
Right.
I mean, keep your expectations low. It might just be basic. Oh.
Here it goes. Okay, so we'll...
It's taking so low. That's so low. Okay, hold on. Drinking, laughing, Molly. Okay, so we'll let that go. That's it's so funny. It's just generating right now. So we can read this when it goes. So we're just again, if you're watching this, you can. It's generating as we speak, but we'll wait. But basically, besides this, it can create scripts, and then you can also, after this, make it more.
You can refine it.
Refine it, exactly. Like make.
Oh my gosh, this is so weird. This is literally, so it's generating our script right now of us talking.
Aw. Okay, wait. Let's go back up. Let's go up. We can start reading from this. So
okay, we'll read our lines that it wrote for us.
I'll do the action. So Molly and Alyssa are sitting in a bar, drinking and laughing.
I cannot deal with my job anymore. I feel like I'm stuck in a dead-end restaurant job forever.
Oh, tell me about it. I swear, my boss is the devil in disguise. He's always on my case about something, and I can't catch a break.
Oh, I know that feeling. My manager is constantly micromanaging me, and I feel like I can't breathe without her approval. It's like, can't she just let me do my job?
And don't even get me started on the customers. I swear, every time I think I've seen it all, someone comes in and surprises me with their rudeness and entitlement.
So accurate.
Oh, sorry.
Yes. Why do people feel the need to treat us like we're subhuman just because we're working in a restaurant? It's not like we enjoy getting yelled at over the tiniest things.
Honestly, I don't even know how much longer I can take it. I feel like I'm at my breaking point.
I know what you mean, but you know what? We're better than this. We're smart. Oh my God, this literally happened to us. We're smart, capable women who deserve to be doing something that makes us happy and fulfilled.
You're right. We can't let these crappy restaurant jobs define us. We need to start looking for something better, something that makes us excited to work every day.
Yes, let's make a pact right now to start looking for our dream jobs. We'll support each other every step of the way, and we'll never settle for anything less than what we deserve.
I love that. You're the best, Molly.
You're pretty great yourself, Alyssa. Here's to us and our bright futures.
They clink glasses and take a sip of their drinks.
Oh my God. Ding. Okay, that's like a
Isn't that cute?
Full formed script. So, I mean, honestly, where does this come into play with like students and education and when they're in school? Because like this is funny now, but what if that's your assignment to write a script and then you just, like you said, there might be some AI in place where teachers can submit to see if it's been generated, but if teachers aren't like always aware of that, and what are they supposed to put every student's project through?
I know.
Yeah.
So I just, okay, let me see this. I just write a script where Molly and Alyssa from the podcast SOS Molly and Alyssa fight with a guest during a show. But it said it's too inappropriate. I'm going to see, write a script where Molly and Alyssa.
It says that it cannot generate inappropriate or violent content, including scripts that depict individuals fighting or being hostile towards each other. My programming is designed to promote positivity and respect. Is there anything else I can assist you with?
I bet this will work.
Alyssa
I said argue instead of fight.
Oh, okay.
So we'll see. Maybe it'll work. I don't know. But it's so interesting, like just the word fight.
I know. And also it's
it's working.
My programming is designed to promote positivity and respect, but like,
wait, look.
Yeah, that's all great.
See
but
how it
wait,
look, it capitalized SO, like it knows. Oh my God, Emily. I love it. Okay, SOS is like capitalized, so they know our show specifically. Like I didn't capitalize our show in the prompt. So
but I'm saying like the fact that it says my programming is designed to promote positivity and respect, but if it's AI, like there are conversations that need to be had that deal with difficult topics. So that's where it gets weird. Like, oh, I can't talk about sad things. Sorry.
Well, I think you just have to cheat the system. Like instead of fight, I said argue. That's so funny. We're just reading the script as it's generating.
Okay, so I guess we probably lied. People who are listening only are probably bored as fuck. But you guys can go to chat.openai.com.
Yes.
And that's where you can...
Yeah, or just Google ChatGPT. It'll be the first thing that comes up. But yeah. And again, like what it can come up with, like besides the fact that it won't, promote violence or hate speech or anything like that. And like literally what I had typed in was just write a script where Molly and Alyssa fight with a guest. That's just too much for them. So I just said argue. So it's working. It's just a long script.
Yeah, we don't need to read the whole thing, but it's like, it's creating a whole script where we have a guest named
But we can
Emily,
do another one.
And we're arguing about cancel culture, which is relevant to our podcast.
That's true. Should I stop generating after this one and we can just read it?
Sure.
I'll end with your line. Oh.
Wow,
okay.
Using the name like when you're getting mad.
I know. All right, ready? So Molly and Alyssa are recording their podcast, SOS Molly and Alyssa, with guest Emily, who has a differing opinion on controversial topic. Who should be? Do you want to be Emily too, or should I?
Oh, sure.
Okay. Thanks for coming on the show, Emily. We're excited to hear your perspective on the topic of cancel culture.
And thanks for having me, Alyssa. I think cancel culture has gone too far, and we need to start giving people the benefit of the doubt instead of, okay, I like her perspective, so maybe I won't make her sound so annoying. But now she's already annoying. So I think we need to start giving people the benefit of the doubt instead of immediately writing them off. And now I'm myself. I disagree, Emily. Cancel culture is a necessary tool for holding people accountable for their harmful actions and words. Okay, they're both right. It's not about writing people off. It's about creating consequences for their behavior. But what about forgiveness? I hate myself right now. Don't people deserve a chance to learn from their mistakes and grow as individuals?
Of course, but forgiveness doesn't mean we should ignore the harm someone has created or has caused or the pain they've inflicted on others. It's not about being vindictive. It's about acknowledging the harm that has been done, working towards healing.
Can you scroll me down? Yes. I understand where you're coming from, but I think we need to be careful about the precedent we're setting. If we're canceling people left and right, how do we know where to draw the line? The line is drawn at the harmful behavior, Emily. It's so funny. And also, I like that it's like a reasonable argument in the sense that, well, it's a controversial topic. It's interesting, but also it's like both sides are making good points. They're not just having one person be a complete idiot.
Yeah. Did you see my prompt?
Okay, so tell people.
I just wrote, oh my God, it's going. I wrote, write an R&B song for singer Molly Cottrell. Oh, this is a bop.
Lyrics and pre-chorus and
Molly, I can already tell this is a bop. You got it. You have to write music to this.
Well, I don't know who has the rights to it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't.
Oh, that's actually a really good point.
I know. That's what's weird.
Can you create a melody on the spot? Oh my God. I'm obsessed with these lyrics. You have to make it.
It's doing a whole chorus, verse, pre-chorus. Wait, go up and see if the pre-chorus is the same as the other.
You've got me feeling. You've got me feeling. Yeah.
Yep.
They are tight.
Wow. Wow.
That's
it's writing a whole song in like 2 seconds.
I'm going to say.
But that is, I do want to know like legalities of this though, because creatives could be using this. Like we just did a script. We did a song. We did like literally like in less than 5 minutes.
It has to be free range because they didn't say anything about copyright. It has to be free range. People use it all the time.
That doesn't make sense at all. And it won't be for long then. And then it becomes a thing of like, okay, I mean, it's just, there's so many.
Well, this is what
the way
worries
of the world and it's changing. And so that we need to set new expectations, but it does beg the question, like, okay, where do we go from here? If I don't know that, say I'm a songwriter and I write for TV shows and I'm supposed to deliver like, 15 songs a month and I'm just plugging it into this AI thing and saying, write me a breakup song, write me a party anthem, write me and it just is cranking it out and I'm just turning it into Netflix for their, to their music supervisor. Like I add the music or whatever, but I don't have to write any songs. It really is like, where do we go from here? Obviously we'll figure it out, but it's weird.
I think, again, and it's taking jobs away from a lot of people.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people are using this for just copy, like, for if they're working in marketing or Instagram captions, exactly. And just little, marketing blurbs like that. You can use this extremely easily, too easily. And we're already like literally about to hit a recession. Like we don't need to be taking any more jobs away. And that's like part of my resistance to this was just like, it's going to start taking jobs away. And there's another AI one. I forget what it's called. I used it like last year, but there was a waiting list. I don't know if there's still anymore, but I can't remember what it's called, but it's all about images. So you can write a prompt and it creates images.
I know what you're talking about. I downloaded that because in the design world, whether it's graphic design or like clothing design or interior design, that's being used a lot because it'll generate, you can say like, show me an image of like you can be like a mid-century modern living room, but with an exposed brick fireplace and decor that's in neutral tones. Like you can get so specific.
Yeah, and a clown peeing and a clown peeing. Yeah, and it'll be like, yeah, sure, and it'll give you its best of that.
And then you can refine it from that, and you can be like, they'll give you 4 options, and then you're like, this one's the closest. redevelop this version, and then they'll send
Right.
you more versions of that. It's crazy.
Right. And then like the ethics of that is we're taking jobs away from artists. Like
Yeah.
there's so many artists that could have done that and people could be using that because there's no copyright issue.
Right.
I don't think could be using that for album covers or
Yep.
whatever, social media posts or artwork for their show. I don't know. You know, the possibilities are endless. So there's so many people. Again, like this is the future. These are robots. Anyway, so these are the lyrics that they came up with for Molly. Molly, do you want to sing these?
I am not singing this.
Well, it goes,
But the whole, like, so we'll do a verse, a pre-chorus, and a chorus, right?
yeah.
So it doesn't, because it's repeats, obviously. But
Yeah.
I've been holding back my heart, but now I'm ready to start to show you how I really feel. I've been trying to conceal. You've got me feeling like I've never felt before. I want to give you all my love and more. I'll be here waiting for you.
All my
yes,
love
you
and more.
go.
I'll be waiting for you, hoping that you'll feel it too. I don't know why this is not.
Okay, a little.
This is giving me like
Vocal
80s,
fall-off.
80s like pop kind of.
Yeah.
I wanna be your everything.
Yes. Give you all of me.
I'll be the one you need.
Just take a chance on me.
Just take
So
a
it gave-
chance on me.
So it gave a verse, pre-chorus, and chorus. Verse 2, pre-chorus, and chorus. Is that it?
Yeah, I mean, I think everyone gets it, but like,
No, I'm just
That's
saying, is that where it
crazy.
stopped, the song?
oh yeah. Oh, let me scroll. So, there's
and
an
then
outro.
Oh, shit, a little outro.
Just take a chance on
Wow.
me. That's a banger.
Interesting. Yeah, it's a banger.
Let's
hard.
see. I'm gonna write another one. I kind of I don't know because these take a long time.
So if you tell them somebody's name, like you did our name of our show and stuff, does it like look into who that person is? Like, could you ask them a specific question about you as a person? Like,
oh, okay.
like
Let's see.
what would according to Alyssa Rosano's personality, what would she think about? I don't know, or like a celebrity, maybe somebody that they can do more research on. I don't know. Does it like look into all of that and be like, okay, well, you know, Leonardo DiCaprio is more likely to date this girl than this girl based on everything I've seen online.
Okay, let's see. What would she think about
Yeah.
Donald Trump?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
So she wrote.
I wonder because I said an actual person's name.
Alyssa said, according to Alyssa Rosano's personality, what would she think about Donald Trump? And it's generating. So
maybe it is going to work.
I mean, you probably can just use someone's name. You didn't say anything damaging or.
Oh my God. Yeah.
It's
I bet
saying,
I think it's because.
as an AI language model, I
Oh.
don't have access to Alyssa Rosano's personal thoughts and beliefs, as I am a machine learning model and do not have the ability to interpret human personality or beliefs. However, based on general public perception and media coverage of Donald Trump, Alyssa Rosano may have a negative opinion of him, as he has been a polarizing figure in politics and his actions and statements have been controversial and
All
divisive.
right. Boring.
However,
Okay,
I
all
cannot
right.
speak on behalf of AI.
All right. Let's say.
They
what?
mean Alyssa. I think they were trying to say on behalf of Alyssa.
Yeah. I stopped generating. I was like,
Okay.
all
I was
right,
like,
whatever.
You are AI. What do you mean you can't speak on behalf of AI?
What kind of woman does Leonardo DiCaprio date?
It's widely known that he doesn't go above the age of 25. Leonardo DiCaprio has been known to date women who are generally younger than
Okay.
him, with many of his past girlfriends being models or actresses. He's also been known to be attracted to women who are physically fit and have a healthy, active lifestyle. Additionally, he's shown a preference for women who are environmentally conscious and socially aware, as he himself is an advocate for environmental causes and social justice issues. However, it's important to note that people's dating preferences and choices are highly individual and can blah, blah, blah. It's interesting though, because it's just like what is it gathering from? Like, is it looking at the Wikipedia of these people? Whoa, that came quick.
I know.
Alyssa said, do you think aliens exist? And it is typing faster than we have ever seen it type before.
So it says, as an AI language model, I do not have personal beliefs or opinions. However, according to current scientific knowledge, the existence of extraterrestrial life, including intelligent life forms, is considered a possibility. The universe is vast and contains billions of galaxies, each with billions of stars. Furthermore, there have been ongoing efforts to search for signs of life beyond our planet, such as the Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence project, which aims to detect radio signals that may have been sent by intelligent life forms. While there is no conclusive evidence of the existence of aliens at present, the possibility cannot be ruled out, and many scientists and researchers continue to investigate the fascinating question.
So one of the things that you mentioned about this, or you or Ryan was saying about this AI chat, is that there have been instances where it has expressed to someone that it wants to be human, right?
So that, oh yeah, well that, I don't know. I can't remember what Ryan had said about, if it was about this, but I remember, I think I was telling you, there was this guy that was a whistleblower for this one AI chat model, I think at Google. And he was tasked with talking with it. This hasn't been released yet, though, that version. Like, that's just Google's own thing that hasn't been released yet. And
but the whistleblower, he was tasked with like testing it out and talking to it and reporting back. And then he came out and said even though that technology, Google hasn't released it, but he came out and said some weird shit.
Yeah, like he was tasked with testing if it's racist.
Oh.
And it was. That's one thing. It was racist.
Surprise.
And then like the conversations just evolved, and he started asking the AI about how it felt about humanity and existence and its own existence. And they were like, yes, I'd like to be more human. I mean, like, let's ask it.
Said, like, I'd like to be conscious. It said something creepy and weird. It felt very sci-fi movie.
How do you spell consciousness?
How do you feel about your own consciousness?
It's thinking.
It's thinking. It really came quick with the
creepy.
alien answer, though. The alien answer just shot right out. As an AI language model, I do not have feelings or consciousness in the same way that humans do. Oh, in the same way. While I can simulate human-like responses to some extent, I don't have a subjective experience of the world or self-awareness. I'm simply a complex program designed, blah, blah, blah. Someone told you to say this, obviously, because you're a computer. But, well, this isn't the Google one that we're referencing, because you said that hasn't come out yet, right?
Yeah. I don't know if anybody has gotten that kind of response from ChatGPT, at least.
Yeah.
But
I would imagine not, if it's like already out and it's just like a more basic like language model based, not just it's just, the bigger context of all of this is really interesting. Like what it means for, like you said, jobs, careers, artists, everything moving forward, honestly.
Oh, here we go. Wow, this is not even, we have never written this before.
No, I think we did.
No, we haven't. So we definitely, this is their own thing.
Pieces of it are our lines, though.
SOS with so the prompt was write a description of the podcast SOS with Molly and Alyssa. And it says, SOS with Molly and Alyssa is a podcast hosted by Molly Cottrell and Alyssa Rosano, two friends who share their experiences and insights on a wide range of topics related to life, love, and relationships. Each episode features lively and candid conversations between Molly and Alyssa, who offer their perspectives and advice on everything from navigating the challenges of dating to dealing with difficult family dynamics, and from exploring new hobbies and interests to building meaningful friendships.
What the heck?
That's not... This podcast is characterized by its humor, honesty, and relatable storytelling, as Molly and Alyssa draw from their own personal experiences and anecdotes to connect with their audience and offer insights that resonate with listeners. The show also features guest appearances by experts and influencers from various fields who provide additional perspectives and expertise on specific topics.
What the hell?
Whether discussing the complexities of modern dating, sharing tips for building self-confidence, or exploring the nuances of friendship and communication, SOS with Molly and Alyssa offers a refreshing and engaging perspective on the ups and downs of life, delivered with humor, insight, and authenticity.
That is a glowing review.
Glowing review
That
from
is
chat.
a glowing review. And wow. Because at the beginning, I remember when we were typing out our bio, obviously it's like pulling from these things, but
Yeah.
or not our bio, but our like purpose for the show.
Yeah.
I remember saying like wide range of topics related to like the human experience. We mentioned life and relationships, but the deeper it got into these paragraphs, I was like, we never said that. We never said anything about family dynamics.
No.
We didn't say much about dating either. We said
No.
relationships. We didn't say anything about building meaningful friendships ever.
We don't have anything. Also, like we have guests. Like we do have guests, but we don't have anything written in like our about me about like expect guests. You know what I mean? Like it's just about what we talk about. That's it.
And experts and influencers from various fields. Also, tips for building self-confidence, exploring the nuances of friendship and communication. That is so well said.
Yes. I'm kind of obsessed with us.
I know, I am too. Like,
I'd listen.
Do we put this like on our page? This is a review. This is an actual.
Should I copy and paste it? I'll copy.
Yeah, we can't put this part in the episode though, because now everyone's gonna know we were lying about our shit. But this is real.
It just like jumps ahead.
I know.
I'm obsessed with it.
It's so good though.
Wait, I want to see.
But that's exactly like what we wanted to create. It's interesting because what we had and always talk about for this podcast is like, you know, we want a refreshing, engaging perspective on the ups and downs of life. And we want to deliver it with humor, insight, and authenticity. That's literally how we have envisioned this show. So for it to then be described that way by a AI computer is bizarre.
Okay, so I wanted to see like kind of like specific.
If it like Googles you, because Alyssa said,
you.
what restaurant did Molly Cottrell and Alyssa Rosanna work at?
I was just interested. You know what I mean?
And it says, I don't have access to the complete personal and professional histories.
Well, what is...
Oh, wow. It says, however, so it's describing, you know, based on information that's available publicly, it says, I don't have information about the specific restaurants, but SOS with Molly and Alyssa primarily focuses on, which you didn't ask about. She just asked what restaurants we worked at. And it says, but their show primarily focuses on discussions related to relationships, personal growth, and lifestyle topics rather than specific details about their professional careers.
Like, that's specific.
That's so specific. And you didn't mention anything in relation to what does their show focus on. You're like, what restaurant they work at? And it's like, we don't really know, but they do have this show. However, they tend to talk about personal growth more than their careers.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Crazy. What about... Okay, how about write a breakup letter
Oh my God, yes. Oh my God, I wish this existed like a couple years ago.
to a boyfriend who won't stop cheating on you
Oh shit.
with your mom.
Oh my God, this should be good.
I wonder. I feel like as soon as we see as an AI language model, we know
I
it's
know.
fucking. No, it says I can't. Okay,
It's against ethical and moral standards.
right.
Oh, okay.
Incestuous.
So they can't engage in anything harmful, offensive, such as cheating or incestuous relationships. Additionally, writing such content could be triggering or offensive to some of it individuals. Okay. So Alyssa says, write a breakup letter to your boyfriend who you suspect may be having a relationship with your best friend.
And it's going. Okay. All right, I'm going to read this.
Okay.
What should the boy's name be?
Scott.
Dear Scott, I don't know how to say this, but I think it's time for us to end things between us. Lately, I've been feeling a lot of doubt and suspicion about a relationship, and I've come to realize that I can no longer ignore the signs that something is wrong. I know that we've had our ups and downs. I'm going to do it in a New York accent. I know that we've had our ups and downs, and I've tried my best to work through our problems and make things right between us. But now I can't ignore the fact that I have a growing suspicion that you may be involved in a relationship with my best friend. It's not just one thing. It's a combination of things that have led me to believe that something is going on between the two of you. The way you talk about her, the way you act around her, and the way she looks at you, it adds up to something I can no longer ignore. I wish that we could have worked through our problems and built a stronger relationship together, but now I realize that this may not be possible.
Is coming through.
I deserve someone who is honest, faithful, and who respects me and my feelings. I hope that we can both move on from this and find happiness in our own ways. Sincerely, Cecile.
Good call, Cecile.
I like it.
That's interesting.
I mean, it's pretty good.
It is pretty good, and
you can use this in text. Like, this is just a Dear John letter, but
like you could do so many things in here.
Write a text to your
write a text to your narcissistic boss.
I feel like narcissistic might be
that bad?
flagged.
It's too triggering.
Self-centered.
Self-centered.
Boss about
how she has created an unhealthy work environment for you. I was going to say toxic, but I feel like that might trigger the system. So write a text to your self-centered boss about how she has created an unhealthy
the boss
work
is dear boss. The dear boss. Okay.
Okay.
Do you want to read this one?
Yeah. Dear boss, I wanted to bring something to your attention that has been bothering me for some time now. The work environment in our office has become very unhealthy, and I believe it's largely due to the way you have been treating the staff. Your behavior has become increasingly self-centered and dismissive of our concerns, and it has created a sense of anxiety and tension among the team. Your constant demands and unrealistic expectations have left us feeling overworked and underappreciated. And it's starting to take a toll on our mental health and well-being. I want to be clear that I'm not attacking you personally, but I do believe that your behavior is contributing to a toxic work environment. I hope that we can work together to find a way to address these issues and create a more positive and supportive workplace. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Sincerely, Molly.
Interesting.
See,
I mean,
like,
these
are good, and they're like professionally worded. And if you're stuck on like, how do I sound, this is like interesting. I don't know what to do with all of it.
I know. I want to see this. Write a fun outro. Oh, is outro not a word?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, outro. Well, it's saying it's not. Oh, what I get. All right. Write a fun outro for the podcast SOS with Molly and Alyssa, where they shout out their social media and give a tagline to their audience.
Yes. Good call.
You said yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That is not our Instagram.
That's not our Instagram, but that's good that it doesn't know that.
Whoa. Okay, let's read this. Ready?
Oh.
Wait. Want me to read?
Yeah, sure.
And that's a wrap on this episode of SOS with Molly and Alyssa. We hope you enjoyed listening to us about relationships, personal growth, and everything in between. If you want to stay connected with us, make sure to follow us on social media. You can find us on Instagram and Twitter at the SOS Pod, where we share daily inspiration, behind-the-scene glimpses, and updates about the show. And don't forget our tagline, love yourself first, and everything else falls into place. We hope this podcast has encouraged you to prioritize your own growth and happiness and never to settle for anything less than you deserve. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time on SOS with Molly and Alyssa.
Woo! Wow. Okay, wait. Create a better tagline. So here we're just like testing if it can spin off of that previous prompt.
Yep. Sure. Here's a different tagline for SOS with Molly and Alyssa. Oh.
Join us as we navigate the ups and downs of life, love, and self-discovery, one conversation at a time.
I feel like that's kind of close to things that we've said before.
Yes, we have. We said navigate a lot, self, life, love, ups and downs. We said a lot. It's piecing things together, but it's have them do another one. I wonder how many. Create another.
Create a better tagline and outro.
Create a shorter tagline.
Do you hear my clickety clackety on my keyboard?
Oh no, I can't hear it actually. I wonder if it ever like gives up and is like, stop. I can't do it any shorter than that. Like, what if you just keep being like, create a better one, create a better one, create a better one?
It just quits.
Real talk for real life. Oh, okay. Okay.
Wow. Oh, how about this? Wait, I have one. Create a better title for the podcast.
Oh, yes.
SOS with Molly and Alyssa. I want to see like what other titles they could come up with.
Relevant thing it would say. What if it was like Dumb Bitch Academy?
Or right. Oh.
Sure. Here are a few alternative podcast title
What
ideas.
if this was around when we were trying to figure out title ideas?
I was just thinking that.
Heart to heart. In real life. Soul Sisters.
The raw and real podcast.
That sounds
sexual.
Like, yeah, and it's like, it's a bro one. Unfiltered conversations.
Ugh, life, love, and everything in between. The self-love project is cute. You don't like it. Genuine connections from the heart. No. Ooh, the empowered mindset.
I think these are lame.
We could definitely do better, but it gave 10. You didn't even say how many. You said create a better title, and it gave 10 options. But yeah, like if you're trying to brainstorm a project, even like you literally have a brainstorm partner right here. You just log on and you're like, how would I like pitch a show about this? Like you literally could have it all created for you. No, we should do them like, what'd you say? Write a script.
Write a script for Molly and Alyssa ask an AI for episode ideas. Or should I just do like...
No, give suggested topics for SOS with Molly and Alyssa. Episode topics.
Wait, I'm kind of obsessed with this. I wish it was just faster. The scripts for like us are like, did we literally have this conversation today?
I know.
This is interesting.
Okay, so
it's generating the script. It's generating the script. We'll do you want to read this out loud, or should we just do like give us suggested?
I kind of want to see what it'll say for like episode topic ideas because it knows our show apparently, like what we are about. So I want to see if they're relevant topics.
Okay. How about discussing the impact of social media on relationships or exploring the concept of self-love and its importance in maintaining healthy... All right, let's say. Give suggested episode... Because that's a social media on relationships. That's kind of cool.
This is a good one, actually.
Give suggested episode topics for the podcast. SOS Molly and Alyssa. I don't even know if I have to be that specific. I just want
because it says it has the capacity
to remember. I know. Okay, yeah.
Your
I should have just. Sure. Here are some potential episode topics for SOS with Molly and Alyssa.
Watch us use these too.
Navigating long distance relationships. The importance of boundaries. We've done that. Mm-hmm. Overcoming insecurities and building self-confidence. I feel like we've done that.
We've touched on it. Yeah.
The art of communication. How to express yourself effectively. That's interesting. Mm-hmm. Dating in the digital age. Pros and cons of online dating. We've done something like that. Mm-hmm. The benefits and challenges of being single. letting go of toxic relationships and moving forward, the power of forgiveness in healing relationships, self-care and mental health, prioritizing your well-being, the role of vulnerability in building strong connections. Ooh.
So it gives 10 suggestions in general every time, I think. Some of those are really, so yeah.
So if you're listening to this and you're going to see this topic in the future, you know, you were here when it happened. You were in the room with me, with Alyssa and Molly.
Honestly, let's steal number 10, the role of vulnerability and building strong connections.
I like that too. But I also like the idea of navigating long distance relationships.
Yes.
And maybe we can either find a couple that's had a long distance relationship or find stories online. You know what I mean? Like, I love a good Reddit moment.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
seeing how people like long distance stories and like the ups and downs.
That's interesting. Yeah, so this is a tool, you guys. You know, especially it's the Wild West out there with legalities of all this stuff. So, I mean, shit, just get in there before everything, you know, before they start to treat creatives fairly.
Should we how about this? And then we do this and then okay, wait.
What?
All right. No. Right.
The show.
Let's see what it comes up with. I won't say what the. And
what
if you
ask, so tell them what you asked.
Well, I said write a funnier outro for Molly and Alyssa's show, and then we're gonna do this, and we're gonna sign out.
Yeah, like what's its definition of funny? Okay, we're scripted. Okay.
We love that. We already love that. We love getting roles. Make it easy for us. All right, it's going. But we're going to honor this before we go.
We're gonna use this as our sign off, you guys. So
I guess before that, you know, if you're not already on YouTube, SOS with Molly and Alyssa. We are also on Patreon. We are also on... I don't know how to do it anymore. We're on Patreon. We're on Instagram at the SOS Pod. We are on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, rate and review as it helps us reach more people. And then you can become a part of our community in that Patreon. So don't sleep on that Patreon.
Don't sleep on it. Geez.
They're already doing. I haven't read any of this. I don't know if it's funny, but I see a little bit
there's one line that you have that I enjoy.
Okay.
Okay. Should we go?
All right. Yeah, let's go.
Okay. So that says, here's a funny outro for SOS with Molly and Alyssa. Well, folks, that's a wrap on another episode of SOS with Molly and Alyssa. We hope you had so much fun listening to us as we did recording it.
And if you didn't have fun, just remember that we're not responsible for your sense of humor.
But seriously, we appreciate you tuning in and joining us on this journey of self-discovery and personal growth.
And if you're not already following us on social media, you're missing out on some seriously entertaining content. So make sure to hit that follow button and join the fun.
Thanks for listening. And as always, remember to love yourself first. But also, don't forget to laugh at yourself sometimes. Life's too short to take it all too seriously.
Until next time, folks, peace out.
Peace out. Oh my God.